I signed over 100 B2B clients for my cold email lead generation agency. In this video, I'm going to show you every single possible way that I ended up signing even a single client, and I'm also going to rate them from best to worst so that you can go ahead and implement the best strategy that you would use for this business model. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Alex Makowski. I run Infinite Bookings, which is a cold email lead generation agency. In the past 6 months alone, we've booked over 1,000 qualified sales calls for our clients. And in the past 18 months, we've generated over $1.2 million in opportunities for our clients. Now, without any further ado, let me get right into the video so that you can learn all of the ways that we've signed every single one of our clients, and maybe you can replicate it and get even more than us. Now, the way that I got my first few clients was through cold calling. So ironically, I didn't even cold email them for my cold email lead generation agency. I simply picked up the phone because, to be honest, I didn't have much money, so I didn't want to spend and risk my money for email accounts. So what I did is I cold called people, and I got my first few clients with this. So I had money coming through the door, and the way I did it was I went to Apollo.io. I got their mobile phone numbers. I found, agency owners, and basically just called as many people as possible. And I basically just told them, hey, I'll run cold email for you on a performance basis. And if you don't like it, you don't pay. If I do get you some results, then maybe you can pay me, right? So it was a very simple script, and it was just really brute force, outreach, right? It was a very manual, very, it took a few hours a day. So it was intensive. That was most of the work that I did. But the most important thing that I realized was I just need to get as many clients and as many case studies as possible. So now if I were to do it again, I would use a cold calling software. Before I was just like using my phone, but I would spend the $50 and get some cold calling software and make the calling much, much more efficient at the same quality. So I would focus on doing that. So if you want to use like a cold calling software, that's what I would use. And yeah, it's very simple, it's very boring, but it was effective. I did get my first few clients from it. I remember I cold called people the first day and I got a booked call and I was like ecstatic, right? So it definitely does work. It just is very manual, but if you are just starting out, you have nothing better to do. So you might as well do that. So that's cold calling. Next are service-based lead magnets. So a service-based lead magnet is the single-handedly best way to just guarantee you get clients. Basically, what a service-based lead magnet is what it seems like, right? So you provide a service or a part of your service for free and you give that to people. So in my case, I would build out free lead lists. So I would literally email people or call people and be like, hey, I will get, or email, even make Twitter posts about it. I will make you a free lead list custom to your ICP with AI enrichments and stuff like that, and give it to you for completely free. And I will also show you how to use it and contact these people at scale. And a lot of people, if they didn't know about cold email and they didn't know about Apollo and all those things, I would come off as a very valuable person to them, and they would be completely fine with paying me even $1,000 a month just to run their cold email. And when you're starting out, $1,000 a month for a client is $1,000 a month that you didn't have. So I took it, and basically my goal was to try and get as many of these service-based lead magnets out. So I was doing maybe probably up to 5 to 10 lists a day for people for completely free. So I definitely was going negative there, but also I was booking calls and I was also getting more conversations, which eventually led to more sales. So service-based lead magnets, to kind of sum it up, the best way to guarantee getting clients for your agency. Next are sales asset giveaways. So basically it's kind of like a video or document where you put a bunch of information in it, right? It's a bunch of info and you basically give it away on social media. So for example, I'll link these below, but there's these sales assets that I post on Twitter, on LinkedIn, right? And I can basically, it's like one of those auto DM ones, or it's like comment cash and I'll send you the resource. Those are really good ways to not only grow your personal brand, right, which is very important, but also to generate leads, because once you DM people, you can start a conversation and you have a much better authority when someone asks you for something rather than you asking them. So for example, I would make these Twitter posts, right? And this one was about clay.com, for example, which is a cold email software. And I literally posted the same exact thing on Twitter and LinkedIn. They both combined got probably close to 100,000 views, which is great. And I really optimized, and they all funnel to this one YouTube video. And this YouTube video is my best performing video. It has around 8 or 9,000 views. And from this, I can't even quantify how much money I've made, but it definitely is a lot. Right? And all that it is just a video just like this one, and I gave it away through a sales asset giveaway on Twitter and on LinkedIn. So after, you have these people in your DM, you can, message them, ask them if they want help, and schedule in calls that way. Next are personalized cold emails and DMs. So eventually, I started doing this. Personalized cold email and DM outreach is really how we get client results right now. And the way we look at it is just broadcasting a relevant offer in front of a relevant person to a relevant audience, right? So making sure that they're at a right company at right time. And basically, if the offer is right and if your offer is good, if you reach out to enough people, you're going to make a difference, right? And you're going to sign clients and you're going to book calls. So you really want to research these people first, right? And then reach out to them, because if you're not researching them and you're just reaching out to random people, that's just spamming, and that's not going to work. That's not going to make you money, and that's also just not good looks. Basically, you want to leverage tools like Apollo, Smart Lead, Shootbound Inboxes, and others to send as many emails as possible a day to basically speed up that process of you testing campaigns and you finding the right message market fit. More on this, there's going to be a card here, and basically it's our 2025 outreach tutorial, how to do cold email, and you can learn exactly how to do that. So definitely check that out if you want to run personalized cold emails and DMs. Next is create and post case studies. So case studies are a very important part when you're signing new clients. It basically is the social proof behind all of your claims. So you can say that you're going to book someone 100,000 calls, right, in a year. We all know that you're not going to do it because you've never done it before. Now, if you've booked 1,000 calls in a year and you go to someone and you say, hey, I'll book you 50 calls, right, in a year, that is very realistic. And if there's social proof and case studies, that's going to basically back your claim and make sure that you're not full of shit, right? So it's very simple, right? If people can trust you that you've done this before for other people that are similar to them, it's only going to benefit you. Also, it is more content, and content always drives leads, especially on YouTube and on Twitter and stuff like that. Really, the only point of you signing clients is to get more case studies, because from case studies you get more clients, and then from those clients you get more case studies, and it's kind of like a never-ending loop. Next is to make valuable YouTube videos, right? So just like this one, hopefully you learn something from it, and hopefully you can see that this guy knows what he's talking about, and if I ever need help from him, I will trust him to help me, right? Whether that's paid, whether that's free, it doesn't matter. But you do see people as higher authority if you find them on YouTube and if you kind of become an inbound lead with theirs. So there's really two benefits of making YouTube videos. Now, if you're a service provider, number one, you're going to get inbound leads, right? So people who are just naturally interested in learning how they can work with you through a YouTube video. And also, once you start talking to them and once you start interacting with people, you will have higher authority, right? If someone with 100,000 YouTube subscribers only about cold email comes to you and offers you cold email services, you can trust very well that they know what they're talking about. So two benefits of creating YouTube videos. Now, the thing is that with YouTube, like, I've been posting for over a year, probably a year and a half at this point. And obviously, like, now things are starting to pick up a lot more, but I didn't get my first few leads for a few months, right? Now we have a consistent stream of leads, but before, I would post videos and they would barely get any views and they would barely or drive zero revenue. But you have to keep doing it because content is more of delayed gratification mechanism where, like, for example, with cold outreach, you can launch a campaign and get results within a few days. Content is not going to be like that, right? It can be, but you can't expect it to be like that. So you have to just keep posting consistently over a long period of time and have valuable content, and that's really how you make YouTube work for you. The most simple one, and this is the one that I would put last specifically because this is one that will work whether you're a construction business, whether you're an online agency, whether you're the snow shoveling company, it doesn't matter what type of company. If you're any type of company and you do good work and get referrals, that is the best way to guarantee that you're going to get more and more clients. Now, it's not as predictable, of course, right? Simply because if you don't know when someone's going to refer you and you don't know all that. But if you simply provide good work, these are the highest quality leads. I have never had a sales call from a referral and not ended up closing them as a client. So just do good work, get referrals, get people to, post that, oh, I was working with XYZ agency and they did great work. You should definitely work with them. It's the highest level of social proof when someone else talks about you not when you just talk about yourself, but when someone else talks about how good you are. That's the highest level. So just simply be good at what you do. Of course, you'll also retain more clients, so you'll just make more money. So that's probably the best way to do it. So hopefully this video helped you out. Those are all of the ways that we signed over 100 B2B clients, and no other way we signed it. It all came from one of these mechanisms. So make sure, if you're not doing any of them, just put more effort in and do more of them, more of the outreach mechanism, more of the content, more of that, and just do better work for your clients. And I guarantee you that you will make more money as a side effect from your current clients, and then also from signing new clients. So if you did find value in this video and you think someone else, or you know someone else that can find this valuable, please share it to them. Hopefully they can learn from it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, we still are under 1,000 subscribers, so hopefully soon we can hit that goal. And yeah, once again, if you are looking for kind of like a community and a program where you can learn cold email very quickly with people who do it every single day, there's a bunch of exclusive content, tech discounts, limited time offers. Join Outreach 101. The link is going to be in the description, right? We're in there. You have 24/7 access to me to help you out. But also, if you are a B2B company and you are looking for done for you cold email services, basically you just show up to the sales call, make the sale, book a call below. There's going to be a link. It's going to be infinitebookings.com/book-a-call, and we'll talk then. So once again, if you find a value, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.